Baton Rouge got us beat right now.
Nah, all right. Before we get off into this, first, I want to say I appreciate you guys having us.
Right,
first thing I want to say.
Right.
Yes, sir.
OC Chronicles Part 2.
Yeah.
And then Mrs. Me and G, the first time been on camera together.
2 G's.
Yeah. That was a clap.
So people can't come together and all and have a civilized
conversation. Come together.
So barbershop talk like
media can. Like rappers, y'all got to do y'all part.
For sure. You know, I'm the country nigga that's in the city right now. So,
country mouse city,
everybody saying, y'all country out. Yeah, it is what it is.
We talking about the old book act.
The country mouse city mouse.
Yeah, so we here, man. But yeah, I appreciate you guys having me, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah.
So I want y'all professional opinions because y'all establishing this game when it comes to this and y'all break it down the way it's supposed to be broke down.
Okay.
So one of the main things people disagree with what I said was when I said New Orleans artists are a little standoffish. Like we kind of separate ourselves from the rest of Louisiana. And shout out the doctor. The doctor was like, man, I'm tired of y'all saying that shit. Give me some proof.
Right.
Long story short. So I'm gonna let y'all handle it for me.
What I would say about artists in the city not working together historically, you probably had like an artist like maybe like Cheeky Black wasn't working with Miss T. You probably had certain artists from Uptown not working with Downtown. Or you probably had Big Boy not working with artists from Cash Money. So it's been times throughout history that New Orleans been divided from the streets to the music, of course, because that shit all go together, whatever, pretty much. So for him to say that artists in New Orleans all work together, that's not true. Because a lot of people in certain neighborhoods or certain projects don't even get along with certain people in other part of their projects because it's divided. So for him to say that we could do better, a lot of cities can, but for to say that we never had that problem would not be true. Because we didn't have a problem where artists ain't see eye to eye because they was from certain neighborhoods.
His angle was more so like outside of New Orleans. Like he basically felt like artists in New Orleans are willing to work with Lafayette artists.
Yeah, he felt more like Katrina. He felt like when Katrina happened, that was a whole situation where like we was getting treated like refugees. So like they wanted to separate us, Louisiana. I ain't gonna say Louisiana, New Orleans. They wanted to separate New Orleans in those ducked off areas. Well, I ain't gonna say ducked off, but more country areas than. You know what I'm saying? Our area.
Well, I mean, I remember when Katrina happened, and I do know like certain people's like I remember girls in Atlanta telling us like y'all need to go back to y'all city, not just small towns in Louisiana. This was in Georgia. Y'all need to go back to New Orleans. We let y'all stay here too long. People telling us we can't hang outside. This ain't no damn New Orleans. Y'all ain't gonna lord out here like that. And even with my cousins that dealt with in Texas, so I can only imagine what they probably dealt with in schools, fighting, getting picked on because y'all don't got nowhere to stay no more and all that. So I get that part. Then I know a lot of shit come from the jails. A lot of dudes in New Orleans go to jail upstate, and it be a lot of division with the prisons with South Louisiana, North Louisiana.
Gotcha.
So I think that everybody has that or whatever, but for them to just say that, that they don't like us because of the Katrina stuff, I think artists will be willing to work, because Bruce did stuff with Juvenile, did stuff with UNLV before. So the Slim was doing stuff with other artists. So BG was working with them. Limit did stuff with Young Bleed and C-Loke. So I don't know. I feel like they will be willing to work if they just try to reach out. That's what I think. I don't know.
And shout out to the doctor. One thing I want to say too, y'all make sure y'all get the doctor on y'all couch after this come out. So we working on it. I don't want him to make it feel like you jumping on anything. Right. It seems like GDP gonna speak for more internal. What's going on in y'all city? I'm from the outside.
Right.
I came in the game like, look, it's a big disconnect with the North Louisiana and South Louisiana, because the South Louisiana people don't want to connect with the North Louisiana. So that's why I came in there. But I think that 504, I'm going to reiterate again, I feel like the New Orleans artists, and some of them, they don't, y'all country, we ain't coming up there. I'm sticking with that narrative. Right. And that's what me and the doctor had some words, but like I say, cool guy, and I get what he's saying, but when it comes to the internal stuff, this project, this artist, I'm going to let G to handle that most of the interview if we're talking about artists not wanting to work with each other.
Now let me ask you this, let me go back to something GDP was saying. So being in Shit, I was about to say Nacogdoches. That's the Texas one.
No,
Natchitoches.
yeah.
Being in Nacogdoches, did y'all get a couple Katrina people like?
We got a
come up
lot.
with?
Let me tell
What
you.
was your interpretation when they came up there? Like how it was for y'all?
Man, for me, they really came in like, we here, this gonna be our city now, and then like, I came in, I'm talking about 05, so I was in 10th grade. This dude had a wallet chain, he had a flip phone that was lighting up, and he was playing Dipset.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's going on? So I remember that time when Wayne started messing with Jewels and all that, so that's when the influence came from them. I'm like, dang, they talking different, they coming, you know what I'm saying? They was cool though, but they just showed me something different with the swag.
So it's like when you actually talk to them, they was cool. It was just their demeanor was like
real cocky, real cocky.
Yeah, they were, we in here like, we in here like.
That's like Houston. They had the New Houston shit. They would call it New Houston. Like when New Orleans people went to Houston, like we take. So a lot of people did feel like New Orleans taking over. New Orleans like throwing their weight around too much, which we came with our culture, like the gumbo and the crawfish and the second line, and the bounce music. Came to more clubs, you went to hearing that music in more spots. And even in Atlanta, they had little spots where New Orleans people came from. So I don't. So to back to that or whatever, I know a lot of people always feel like that's what caused the tension. Like, all right, they don't like us because of that. That was a situation that even before that even happened, it was already like some people feel like we don't fuck with the country. Because I remember my brother Brandon's in jail. He didn't used to like to go. We'll go like to Donaldsonville, but my family out there on my mama's side, because everybody got somebody, might be their great grandpa, grandma, in one of those rural towns. He didn't like to go out there. Like, I don't want to go to no country or whatever and all that stuff like that. He liked to be in the city. So some people just have a certain way they might feel about that. And that might be them just not being open-minded to it and being closed-minded to it. I was always open-minded to that. And then going to school with people in college, you get to meet people from all over, not just the South, but all the way to the Midwest, the East Coast and all that. But a lot of times I think because people are closed-minded, they do that in the same way that we probably look down on them. That's how New York was looking down on Atlanta and looking down on Pimp C, and that's what Pimp C and them always is going off about. Same thing Baby get in hip hop. Oh, he from New Orleans. They ain't know it's about Russell Simmons. It's about Puff Daddy. It's about them, but they don't acknowledge what they do. So the same thing that they got at home with their town feel like they getting overlooked. He done done all this, and they still act like they don't see all the things they're.
Sound good. I'm glad I ain't get my.
Try to put ourselves in other people's shoes sometimes and see it through their eyes. We don't do that because we from a bigger city than them, but they got cities that's way bigger than us.
Yeah. In the same way we look at Baton Rouge, that's how New York looking at New Orleans.
Houston could look at us because they city way bigger than our city.
Right.
And they southern as hell, and they don't mind embracing that. But, I don't know. That's just my opinion on that.